Round two, we are on the draw. This is a great hand. I forgot we had Slayer's Plate in our deck. Heir of Falconwrath. Discard a card. Transform it, and it's a 3/2 flyer. That card's good. Pretty awesome Madness Enabler as well. Nice. Sweet synergy. Sweet, sweet synergy. Turn 3, 3/5 with a 3/2 flyer. My opponent is going off. Oof. And we're basically dead. Our opponent got the nut to our mana screw. Well, I guess I'd rather get the mana screw out of the way when my opponent has the nut. Well, we're only taking 6 on turn 4. I guess the good news is if I don't draw a land, I get to play Fiery Temper. Oh, and then I don't even get the good news? No, I think we actually yeah, I think we just kill the 3/2 flyer with Fiery Temper. It's not like the 2/2 does me much good anyway. So we'll kill the flyer and pass. Ooh, another Madness Enabler. Opponent's deck is sweet already, can tell. Very good deck. Oh, bummer. Alright, that would have been a great turn to draw land for Dauntless Cathar. We at least would have had a nice double block on the twin, but now we don't have much of anything. Guess we chump. Well, that puts us in. I think we actually have to. Well, we're in a bad place anyway. You slice it on this one. All right. At least he didn't progress the board. Got the third land, so I guess we can go Breakneck Rider. And then I can double block there a little bit better. Or I can do Dauntless Cathar, also double block, but let's just do Breakneck Rider. So we double block and then Drifter on the thing again. Pretty sweet. All right. Opponent destroyed us pretty good there. But like I said, they had the nut and we got a little bit mana screwed. So hopefully in game 2, we can do a little bit better. Silver Strike's looking a lot better in this match. Maybe drop a combat trick for it. Gonna Uncage Fury because it's expensive. Or more expensive than the Rush of Adrenaline. Alright. I think Slayer's Plate's just too insane to drop. Definitely. Alright. Let's try this again. Alright. We are on the play. Oh, that's too bad. Let's try this again. Okay. Keep this one. The mountain, so we can play the Breakneck Rider. I guess. I don't really want to, but if... I don't know what to say. If I don't... The problem is if I don't see another mountain, I'm really going to be kicking myself for not leaving it on top. If I do see another mountain after this mountain, I'm going to be kicking myself. So I feel like there are a lot of ways for me to kick myself by leaving that mountain on top or not leaving it on top. It's kind of a kick myself situation. Not my favorite. All right. So far, not kick myself, which is good. Let's play the Breakneck Rider. So at least forces him to make a play on his turn. All right. Getting in there. So this can trade with the Ravenous Bloodseeker. It seemed like a pretty aggressive attack. I assume that means my opponent's got just a boatload of lands in hand. Definitely block here. Forces a discard. Or a combat trick. Alright, not the end of the world. So I guess the play is swing Dauntless Cathar from yard and leave up Fiery Temper. Do I kill the Madness Enabler? Or do I kill the Skulk Lifelinker? Madness Enabler seems irrelevant now. Although it gives him instant speed like 3-5. Could be good. The little lifelink pinger is pretty good too, though. I guess we'll kill Madness Enabler. Well, the problem is if he enables Madness now, he can Senseless Rage in response. Alright, I think we're just taking it. You could also discard here to deal more damage. Alright. Duelist. Alright, let's just swing. Could get in for 14 points of damage, but guess we don't have to do that yet. So we'll play Vessel and leave up Fiery Temper again. Still going to take it. Certainly not incentivized to do anything, since we're handily winning this race at the moment. So we've got lethal with Fiery Temper if we can crush some damage through here. Avacyn's Judgment, man, that's a good one. So just kill like everything? Leave me with one token? Nice deck, dude. Really nice deck. So kill everything important on my board, leave me with one token. Wow. Very impressive. Avacyn's Judgment, very good. Yeah, I mean, that is insane. That is insane. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to win now. Hmm. Oh, we finally have a blocker for the Bloodseeker. I guess that's good. Alright, I guess we're attacking. So I can get in for 8, 9. Well, that's lethal. Got there. Yeah, Uncaged Fury is insane. Almost makes me wish I hadn't cut the other one. I still think Silver Strike is something we're really going to need here. Opponent can really dish out a lot of damage quick. God, Absence Judgment is so good. Absence Judgment is so good. I'm not exactly sure what to do about that either. I still want the Silver Strike, despite the fact it's a little bit slow, and Slayer's Plate just seems too strong to cut. Judgment is just very good against us. I mean, it's obviously an insane card, but it's very good against us, even without the madness. With the madness, it's just so good. Do I want to cut like a duelist? Remember, I only have 15 creatures, including Vessels of Ephemera. I did really like how good Uncaged Fury was there, though. Do I want to cut a Rush of Adrenaline for a second one? I mean, the damage you get to push through is very powerful. I'm doing the swap. We'll see if we get punished for it. It just feels like it's a better trick than Rush. And beyond a trick, I mean, it's also a game finisher. Okay. All right. I don't think I want to expose evil. No, it's not good enough. Yeah, I don't think I can keep this. I want to, but not having the white mana here is a little bit too punishing, I think. Especially against aggro. Alright, this hand is acceptable. And that is something I will keep. All right, no 2-drop. That's a good sign. And we got a 2-drop, which is also a good sign. Especially with the Uncaged Fury in hand. So first creature's got to be the Cathar, because it's just something we're willing to throw in there. No 3-drop either? Feeling better. Feeling good. No Madness Enablers early is a good sign. And drawing a Fiery Temper there is nice too. Pyrehound, all right. So I guess I'd rather trade an Uncaged Fury for a Pyrehound. I could just Fiery Temper it, I guess. It's not bad. I kind of like having the spot removal. He also might not block. But like I said, I think I would rather trade the Uncaged Fury just so I can spot removal at will if I need to. No blocks. All right, well now I'll Fiery Temper. I'll get rid of that and pump our guy. If he wants that alive, that is pretty telling. Or maybe he was just afraid of a combat trick, which he should have been. What could possibly be in my opponent's hand? Dance with Devils. It's pretty good. So he gets to block my Cathar and kill it. It's not like busted, but it is good. Makes my Wicker Witch look a lot worse. So guess I play Vessel. I mean, I can Uncage Fury, but I'd rather save this for when it's going to kill my opponent. Is there a choice where I deal no damage to my opponent? I mean, I can Uncage Fury now. I don't really like it. All right, let's play. Perish Blade also dies to the devil. Let's just play the Vessel. Could have also just spit out the 1/1 now. Guess that would have been okay. All right, swinging with the devil. Running with the devil. What do we got? No play? All right, guess we're spitting up Vessel here. 3/4 of the way to Delirium. No way to get Delirium without that Wicker Witch, though, or Burn Spell. I imagine our opponent is just waiting to use Avacyn's Judgment till they have that Madness Enabler. Devils are very good against us. Guess we make the best use of mana here. I could have done the Wicker Witch, but I want something that doesn't die to Devil. Silver Strike actually looks pretty bad here because we're the aggressor at the moment, which is the reason I wasn't main decking it, but I definitely assumed our opponent was much more aggressive than they are right now. Look at that value. Just gorgeous value right there. Board wipe for 2 spells. Really nice. Once again, I cannot stress enough how powerful of a card Avacyn's Judgment is. So board wipe for 2 cards, like I said, is just insanely good. Very, very powerful. Kind of in a boatload of trouble now. Guess we still have the Spirit token out of Yard, so next turn I guess we go Drifter, Spirit token. Might as well play the guy that gets Delirium if I were to draw, say, a Reduce to Ashes. All right. Oh, it's a good draw. All right. Flying over top. This is where Odric would be quite the top deck. Forge Master. When it blocks, it becomes blocked, deal 1, and then flips into deal 2. Card is good. Our opponent got a lot of our good red cards. I mean, we ended up with some decent ones, but our opponent certainly got some good ones. Where is Odric when you need it? So I guess we can flip Breakneck Rider. I don't see why not. All right. I think we go for it here. Three cards in my opponent's hand, though, and they just have not... Should I just assume they're flooded? Just not entirely sure how safe of an assumption that is. Can't really attack into the werewolf with the drifter. We can attack in with the neckbreaker, but he gets to trade with the devil. But it's not really a trade because then I can Uncaged Fury. So if I attack with neckbreaker, say blocks, attack with neckbreaker spirit. Uncaged Fury the neckbreaker. Maybe I wait one more turn. In case he's, well. Does he have removal? That is the question. It's certainly lethal. But he can also block and then use explosive apparatus. Yeah, that does actually prevent the attack here. I guess we just swing with the spirit. Because, yeah, like I said, if I attack with Neckbreaker... If I attack with everything, though, he's got 3... And this would be 4... plus another 4. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. This is tough. Attack with everything. Blocks here. Blocks here. I think we go for it. It seems like we can win here. Okay. And then I think he has to use the explosive apparatus. And then we'll use the Uncaged Fury on the Moorland Drifter. Yeah, that's not good. That's kind of perfect for him, isn't it? Well, okay. I mean, I guess... No, I guess this still kind of works out. Because now he's going to use explosive apparatus on the Moorland. Oh, but I don't get the... Because it kills that. Bummer. For some reason, oh, man. Yeah, that's the complete and utter blowout. So that's just the last thing we wanted to see. So if I could go back in time, I would. So what's the priority here? I guess the Devil, because I still have X1s. But this kills 2 toughness guys, which is also really good against us. I think actually this guy might be the bigger priority. They're both pretty equal in power level, I guess. This can only kill, and it could possibly flip back. But this dealing 2 to attackers or blockers is pretty nuts. I think we're just going to kill this. Not entirely sure which one is the bigger threat. Odric. Turn after I make the attack punishment of the lifetime. We still have some good draws here. Yeah, that card's pretty awesome. Well, I guess we swing with Odric here. Because I do want to get the devil off the table. Because now Gibbering Fiend would be killed by it. Okay. Well, now the Gibbering Fiend can possibly do some work for us. We just can never attack or block against the devil, I guess. But we do, in fact, have Delirium, so... His clock is still faster than ours, though. Well, what's sweet is its opponent's upkeep. I do like that. Oh, well... Does his opponent have Delirium? Why can't I see how many card types they have? They're making me count. Creature, instant, sorcery, land. Oh, so everything? Yeah, so I can't save it with Uncaged Fury. I guess I can still win. I can draw a hasty creature and then Uncaged Fury it. So one of my 4-drop Vamps would still win me the game here. Assuming my opponent has no follow-up, which they do. So, oh, well, that one's okay, I guess. So 4-drop Vamp for the win? Nope. And am I dead now? I guess I got one more turn to draw that 4-drop Vamp. Assuming my opponent only leads back one blocker. Well, I'm glad he's only leaving back one blocker. He is giving us the actual opportunity to win here. So let's punish that attack. Come on. Just give me the 4-drop here. That's too bad. We were so close, though. We were actually... The fact that we were close there makes me happy. We had 2 outs to win there. Absolutely. We easily could have won that with the right draw. So, super regretful attack. Yeah. If he had that, well, he wouldn't have been able to do that on my turn if that was like his last card in hand. All right. We totally got destroyed. We got destroyed. But like I said, it was close. So even though we did, in the end, get our face kicked in, it was actually reasonably close, and our opponent gave us outs to win. So how far away were we? 3, 4, 5. That one wouldn't have done it. So we were 6 cards away, which is still obviously way too far. Way too far away. But what was the last card in our deck? 1, 2? Where's that other one? We're too far away, but we had the win. We had the win potential there. So regretful attack, but lesson learned. All right, we'll see you in round 3.